things. What? Forgetting where I kept things. And second, getting scolded for forgetting where I kept things. But jokes aside, today I want to talk about something that many of us, kids and teens, feel, but almost no one says out loud. What happens to a child who grows up being shouted at in the name of discipline? Let's be honest, in many households, discipline doesn't come with calm words. It comes with high volume and sometimes very high volume. And there's this idea that if I shout louder, the lesson will go deeper. As if our confidence is the clay pot and yelling is the hammer that shapes it. Except hammers don't shape things, they break them. When someone shouts at you, something strange happens inside your mind. You don't think things like, wow, I really understand my mistake now. You think things like, am I always wrong? Why can't I do anything right? Or should I just keep quiet next time? Scolding doesn't create disciplined kids, it creates silent ones. Scolding doesn't create confident kids, it creates careful ones, scared to try, scared to speak, scared to fail. And after a while, you stop learning from your mistakes and start learning to hide them. Because fear teaches you how to survive, not how to grow. Kids who are screamed at don't become stronger, they become harder on themselves. They double check everything. They apologize even when they didn't do anything wrong. They panic when someone raises their voice. And the worst part, they start believing that love sounds like anger and correction must hurt to work. We call this discipline, but actually it's damage with good intentions. Harvard University's Center on a Developing Child says that if a child is yelled at, the brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone. And too much cortisol does three things. First, it shuts down the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain for learning and decision making. So, ironically, kids don't learn better when shouted at, they learn less. Second, it activates amygdala, the fear center. So, fear becomes the focus, not the lesson. Third, it wires the brain for avoidance instead of understanding, which is why kids hide mistakes instead of correcting them. So, the science is clear. Yelling doesn't teach discipline, it teaches survival mode. These kids become people who doubt themselves, even before the world gets a chance to. Because confidence isn't destroyed in one moment, it's destroyed in small echoes of stop talking, you never listen, you always mess up. Repeated enough times, these words become a voice inside your head. Let's be honest, every kid needs discipline, every teen needs guidance, every human needs correction. But there's a difference between guiding someone and making them feel small. Yelling makes a child obey for 1 minute. Explaining makes them understand for a lifetime. And you can teach rules without breaking confidence. First, talk and don't attack. A calm sentence at normal volume teaches more than 10 minutes of shouting. Second, tell them what they did wrong, not who they are. Your room is messy is fine. You're lazy is damage. Third, show them how to fix, not just how to fear. Because kids learn better from direction than from destruction. Fourth, and most important, praise effort, correct mistakes, but never confuse the two. If you praise the effort, the kid tries again. But if you only point out the mistake, the kid steps back. We don't need perfect adults. We need patient ones. We don't need parents who never get angry, just ones who know the effect their anger has. We don't need teachers who never scold, just ones who scold with care, not cruelty. Because the truth is simple. Kids remember the tone long after they forget the reason. And if every child grew up in a world where confidence felt like guidance instead of fear, we could create a generation that was not scared from their mistakes, but ready to learn from them. Confidence should lift you up, not push you down. Thank you.